In the wake of Bella Lemon's tragic murder, the once untouchable mafia empire that had cast a shadow over Fairmont, West Virginia, began to crumble. The events that unfolded in the aftermath of her death would mark the beginning of the end for the notorious criminal organization. Bella's murder was met with shockwaves in Fairmont. While the town had long been aware of the criminal activities that festered in the shadows of Water Street, the brutality of her death served as a wake-up call. The citizens were no longer willing to turn a blind eye to the reign of terror imposed by the mafia. Law enforcement agencies, both local and federal, were galvanized into action. The police had gathered critical evidence from the confessions of gang members and associates, unveiling a gruesome tapestry of crime that stretched back for years. As the news spread, public outrage swelled, and the pressure on authorities to bring the culprits to justice became insurmountable. One by one, the members of the Black Hand found themselves in the crosshairs of law enforcement. Fairmont detectives, along with their counterparts from Baltimore, worked tirelessly to apprehend those responsible for Bella's murder and the long list of other crimes tied to the mafia's reign of terror. Key figures in the criminal organization, once untouchable, began to fall. Philip, the man who played a central role in Bella's abduction, was taken into custody. Tony, the younger brother who had committed the gruesome act, found himself behind bars as well. These arrests marked a pivotal turning point in the investigation. As more arrests followed, the mafia's iron grip on the town began to loosen. The criminal syndicate's leadership, once so formidable, became fragmented and weakened. The citizens of Fairmont, no longer living in fear of the mafia's retribution, started to cooperate with law enforcement, providing valuable information that further unraveled their criminal empire. With each new piece of evidence and each arrest, the mafia's secrets were laid bare for all to see. The extent of their criminal activities, from extortion and murder to arson and robbery, shocked even the most hardened of observers. The Fairmont Mafia had ruled by fear and intimidation, but now they were the ones trembling in the face of justice. In December, the elusive Big Rosie met his own violent end in Chicago. He had sought refuge in the Windy City, but the long arm of mafia justice had finally caught up with him. His death signified the end of an era, a chapter closed in the darkest corners of Fairmont's history. With the mafia's leadership in disarray and its members facing lengthy prison sentences, the criminal organization could no longer maintain a stranglehold on Fairmont. Businesses, once under their control, found new owners, and Water Street began to shed its infamous reputation. As the years passed, Fairmont started to heal. The memory of Bella Lemon's tragic death lingered, but the town had reclaimed its peaceful serenity. The once feared mafia had been vanquished, and the scars that they had inflicted on the community began to fade. Bella Lemon's murder had been a catalyst for change. It had united the citizens of Fairmont and ignited a determination to rid their town of the criminal element that had plagued it for far too long.